fellow fans and collectors, Final Fantasy fans, fans of anything. I hope you are having a great day or night, whatever the case may be. Let's just quickly get in it. This is Yuffie, or Yuffie, as I was when I was a kid and I first played Final Fantasy VII. That's how I said it, Yuffie. Um, she's just real quick synopsis of the character for those that don't know. She was an optional character in Final Fantasy VII. If I'm remembering correctly, she was in the forest. You could find her as she would attack you and steal your materia. She's a materia hunter. You'd find her after the Mythril Mine area, dungeon, whatever you want to call it. Um, she also was in Dirge of Cerberus, where her and Vincent, who were both optional characters and didn't have that huge of an impact in the first game. Although I thought she was very funny, and it was funny with her constantly yelling about her stealing the materia, and then it's her materia, and even in Advent Children. But she was in Dirge of Cerberus, Advent Children. She was actually in Before Crisis and Crisis Core. So there's a lot of that. If you want, go ahead check Google the wiki, and it's all there. So let's get into the actual figure. For one thing, it's 100% dead on to the figure in Final Fantasy VII. This is Play Arts Volume 2. I'll start running the images in the upper left, and you'll see the actual box. Um, they included her headband. You just have some trouble seeing it. By the way, I am sorry about the shape my hands are in. They're just not healing very fast. The eyes are really well painted. The face is really well molded. But of course, these are the game models. These are the ones that are very rare. But anyway, let's get into the articulation. It's the one thing I like to do first on all my reviews. This is play art, so we know we can take her head 360, but we're not going to do that because we don't want to pop the head off a $100 figure. Um, Oh, by the way, I want to shout out Philo Rez. I'll put his name in the comments. You can look him up on Facebook. He's the one that hooked me up with this and with the Vincent. If you check it out, I've got a Vincent Volume 2 figure as well. And again, this is the Play Arts Volume 2 Final Fantasy VII. It just means that it was they in the first one, I think it was Sephiroth, Aerith, Tifa and Cloud, and then they did another one round, and then they did the Advent Children ones, and so that then they worked their way up to the play Kai, but these are the originals. All right, so you have full tilt, and it's always I love how they always added that little tilt, so you can always get that quizzical expression going on. You've got full head all the way down, and she can look that far up. Let's see how high that is. That's not too high, but once again, all the details are there from the game. I remember she was so funny and at the same time driving you nuts. I think she showed up originally as just the mysterious ninja. I think that was her. Wasn't her mystery ninja? Wasn't that what they just did? And of course, we have her shuriken, her gigantic shuriken. If Cloud can have the Buster Sword, she can have this. This one is one of the few of the original play arts to come with a lot of extra hands. She comes with a six total pairs of hands, and I'll show you those in a moment. And they'll also flash by when the gallery starts up on the upper left. Okay, let's get into this. One thing, she is very thin, so be careful. Be real careful with her. But the joint here, let me show you the joint in the shoulder. Let's get zoomed. Okay. If you look, there's a little joint within the joint. So you take the arm up, and then you can bend it further because of the joint within the joint. Easier seen on the bottom. So you can turn, now if you want to, you could turn it, turn it for more of a action pose. Now you've got that, and you're actually bending in, and you're using the inner rotation of that joint within the ball joint of the shoulder. It's really cool. You've got a 360 actually right here at the triceps area, and that's got her ninja netting, a little cool protection there. And of course the hands just pop in and out, and I will show pictures of her with each of the hands on, and they'll be popping up any moment. So you have, let's see, you have a really well hidden ball joint in the torso. Look at that. You cannot see where that ball, that's impressive because they did not have a lot of room to work with. They did such a great job. So you can get a little bit of a left. Well, you can get her to go back, arch her back and forward. I'm not feeling any side, a little bit of a side to side. All right, then on this side you have her pauldron, which is really cool, and it's great because it works with the articulation. So take a look at how it just smoothly moves in. It's kind of like Sephiroth. They did a really great job. If you move her arm down, just pop the pauldron up or pauldron down, however you want it. This is her. If you remember, she had it's kind of like a shield, and it serves as a place where she could, get a little extra strength to throw, or she could also carry materia on it, whatever she wanted. And then, but mainly it was the shield she's throwing with her right arm. She's blocking with this really cool ninja look. Um, she had a relaxed look. These are the jeans. That's a really good paint job there. You see, obviously she's been running through the forest like she did when she attacks us in the game. All right, so I don't. What do you think? Do you think we'll get her in the remake? I don't think so. If they're saying we only get to Midgar, or it's only Midgar, I sure hope so. I mean, that would kind of stink after all these years. But oh well. Okay, so let's check this out. You have a thigh swivel that goes all the way around. Boom, 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 boom. That helps with stability, but it's not needed because, of course, it's a play arts figure and it comes with an excellent stand. Then you have another joint up here. Okay, you have a double. No, it's just a single, but you have a nice bend, 90-degree, and then you can turn her leg, the hip joint, the leg joint, if you will. So you could do that. You can go out, and of course, with her legs straightened, you can do that to help, and that's just mainly to help get her in a different stances. I mean, with her ninja kind of thing, you might want her posed really down low. Now, with the play art stand attached, you can get them into any pose, and it doesn't really matter because the stand, and she actually slips right into it very easily. You can you can pretty much do whatever the heck you want. You know what I mean? You can have her running or whatever. That look doesn't that look kind of like the Nike thing? Okay. Anyway, so let's go to quickly. Once again, you have more of the ninja mesh protection that she came with. Now, of course, these were basic. It's basic PVC, kind of like all the original ones, but it's cool to have the original ones before they became Kai arts and very expensive, but they're also very awesome. Now that she's got her, which I always thought was funny, contrasting with everything else. She has just basically tennis shoes, sand shoes, some people might refer to them as, and they have a ball joint, so they have a swivel. So you have a swivel, so you can get that little left right, and you can just use it like a regular ball joint. So you can get her pretty much in any position you want. The shuriken, by the way, and I've used it with the other hands, and like I said, I'm going to change the hands out so you can see them, or at least I'll change the right hand out and take an image, and it should be popping by any second now. It's very hard to get it like this, so, and if you remember in the game, she would hold it, and usually actually with the stars, there was always one side that was not sharpened. It'd be the throwing side, so you can get this in there. Boom. It's a little loose there. There we go. All right, so now we've got her with the shuriken, and it just depends on how you want it. That's a loose grip. She comes with two fists. They are closed, and then she comes with two really wide open hands. So like I said, this is the one you want to go with for holding the shuriken. Now, one cool thing is you can get her here so that you don't have to worry about the posing for the moment. You can just say, let's say we want this pose. We want to have her in she's getting ready to throw down on you. Who's touched my materia? Advent children. That was so funny. When she was more mad about that than she was about like the whole city being attacked. There you go. And then here's the case of where I was talking about. From this angle, you want to bring it down because you're not posing her, like that, like you're posing or facing in your direction. So now if you decide you want to go straight on, you could always bring it up, and you could always bring this arm up into it to do a little side to side. Really, you can pose her in any way you want, and she no balance issues, especially with the stand. It's a great figure. If you can find it anywhere loose south of $60, that would be a great deal. So I would suggest checking. The only place I've been able to see them is on eBay or in the Final Fantasy VII groups. There's a Final Fantasy VII buy sell trade group. I would check it out, and that's where I found her. And it's fan selling to fans, so it's really cool people, and that seems to be the best way to go. Um, you can get a lot better deals, and you can, also meet cool people and talk about Final Fantasy VII or whichever Final Fantasy you like or whatever you like. All right, so once again, there you go. That's the full thing. Hopefully, you saw all the images above, and I hope you enjoyed this. She is a great figure. Now, boxed in the box in a, let's say, fair condition, a little bit banged up and all that. Remember, this was made in 2000. I want to say 2001. I believe it was 2001. So that's 18 years old. So held up pretty darn well. But the box, if you get one that's not too banged up, you're going to spend probably $80 to $90. If you get one that's in mint condition, you're probably going to be in the 80 to 110. It all depends on the seller. There's some people that may be more needing money more faster. Just always keep your eyes out for that. But that would be the range I would give, and it's just based on rarity, I believe. And just like the Vincent Volume 2 is much more valuable. The Vincent Volume 1 figure, the very first one ever made, you would think would be the highest. However, it's 20 to 30 bucks. Even with the box, sometimes 30 bucks with shipping, 40 bucks. But then the Volume 2 one can go as high as 100. It just depends, and right now they're jumping all over the place, either going way up or way down. It's really a good time to buy now before the remake comes out. That's what I definitely would say. And these are the original play arts. These are not the play Kai arts. These are the original one Squaresoft. They even say Squaresoft, not Square Enix. So, well, I think they say Square Enix on some of them. But anyway, this is a great figure. Let me give her a little spin for you. And you can get her in great poses. Looks great on your stand, your display stand. And of course, you have the knowledge that you have a really rare figure that's going to become more and more rare. I highly recommend this figure, just like I do all the others. And if you have a chance, please check out the rest of this playlist, the Final Fantasy playlist. Just go to my home and home page and then click onto the playlist, and you'll see Final Fantasy playlist, or all things Final Fantasy. And I've got even On a Way to a Smile book review in there where I read some passages from it. Going to do a little bit more of that kind of stuff as well. If you can, drop a like and a comment. Those are the most important things to me. They just keep me motivated. If you want, share. And definitely, if you're new here, please subscribe. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you for your time. And I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much. Bye.